everybody, hope you're all okay and hope you're all keeping safe. I'm back again to do another tricky word test with you. This time we're going to do some different tricky words, so I hope you've been practicing them, okay? So just the same as before, I will say a tricky word, I will say it a couple of times. You need a pen and paper or whiteboard and whiteboard pen. You need to write down the tricky word that I say, so pause the video after I've said it, have a go at writing it, and then I will show you how to write it, okay? Right, let's get going. So the first tricky word that I would like you to write today is tricky word we. Okay, so have a go at writing tricky word we. Remember, we can't sound out tricky words, you've just got to remember them. Okay, so try and remember how we spell tricky word we. Right, let's see how you got on then. So we spell we. First of all, we start with a W. And then an E. So tricky word we is W-E, okay? Give it a tick if you got it right. Well done. Right, the next tricky word I would like you to have a go at writing is they. Okay, so have a go at writing tricky word they. Right, so tricky word they starts with a T, then a H, then an E, and then a Y. So tricky word they is T-H-E-Y. If you've got that right, give yourselves a tick. The next tricky word I'd like you to have a go at writing is tricky word no. Okay, tricky word no. Have a go at writing no. Right, let's see how you got on with writing tricky word no. So tricky word no starts with an N and ends with an O. N-O spells no. Give it a tick if you've got it right. Well done. Right, the next one is into. Have a go at writing tricky word into. Right, so tricky word into starts with an I, then an N, then a T, and then an O. So tricky word into is I-N-T-O. Give it a tick if you've got it right. Well done. Next one is tricky word you. Okay, so have a go at writing tricky word you. Okay, so tricky word you is a Y, an O, and a U. So Y-O-U spells tricky word you. Give it a tick if you've got it right. Next tricky word is tricky word are. Okay, so have a go at writing tricky word are. So tricky word R starts with an A, then an R, and then an E. So tricky word R is A-R-E. Give it a tick if you've got it right. Well done. This tricky word test is definitely harder than the last one, so just try your best, keep going, and if you're not sure, then just keep practicing. Okay, so the next one I would like you to have a go at writing is tricky word have. Tricky word have. So tricky word have starts with a H, then an A, then a V, and then an E. Okay, so tricky word have is H-A-V-E. Give it a tick if you've got it right. Well done. Right, the next one is tricky word so. Okay, so have a go at writing tricky word so. Alright, tricky word so starts with an S and it ends with an O. So S-O is tricky word so. Give it a tick if you've got it right. We're just going to do a couple more now, okay, so 2 more and then we're done. So the next one I would like you to have a go at writing is tricky word all. Tricky word all. Okay, just have a go. Tricky word all. Tricky word all, it starts with an A, and then we have an L, and then another L. So tricky word all is A-L-L. Give it a tick if you've got it right. Well done. Right, it's the last one now, guys. Okay, so just one more and then we're done. So this time I would like you to write tricky word to, okay? Last time in the last tricky word test we wrote tricky word to, as in I am going to the park. This time I would like you to write to as in I am too hot or I am too cold. Okay, have a go at writing that kind of to. Right, let's see how you get on. So this kind of to starts with a T, and then we have an O, and then we have another O. Okay, so I am too hot. T-O-O. Give it a tick if you got it right. Well done, everybody. Okay, you've had a really good go. You've tried your best. If there's any that you're not sure of, just keep practicing them, practicing them, practicing them. Okay, you're doing really, really well, and I'm really proud of all of you. Keep up the good work, and I'll see you soon.